Well, guys, you can't hang around the shop doing nothing for long before you find something to do. Air compressor. The underneath the valve for letting out any moisture or air. About 2 or 3 weeks after I had bought this, I bought it brand new from Granger, I believe it was. But anyway, about 2 or 3 weeks after that, it was my fault. I'm rolling it up a set of one stair to get it into one of the shops over here, and I hit the bottom and I kind of like broke it. And so I had to put a regular bolt in there with a washer, a rubber washer, to seal it up. Where I'm going with this, though, is it's been there for about 2.5 years, and it's starting to spit a little water. I haven't got a separator on it, which I should put one on there. But my intentions are to get an upright, a 60-gallon upright, and put this one in the back shed where the tractor is. Take the one that's where the tractor is and put that on the trailer, so that I can use it for that, because that's a little bit smaller than this one. And then the smaller one I have over there, I could just use as a portable if I need it. And then naturally I have the airbrush one, but I was thinking about getting an upright, and at that point take it from there. So I've been neglecting this to get it out of there and put a filter on it. So I have to pull it all out of there now, and I'm going to have to listen to a lot of noise, because I'm going to have to pull that valve and get all the moisture out of it, and then run it for a few minutes to blow some whatever's left in there out and dry it out. And later I'll have to fire it up, and it's going to run for about 20 minutes. So here we go. Like I say, project, you always find something to do, so that's what I'm going to be doing. You know, guys, I do appreciate you guys watching these dumb videos I do. And sometimes a lot of them are just so that my son and then can see them down in Florida as to what I do through the course of the day, what's being done around, because I don't get to see him all that much. I do have a son that lives in Connecticut, but he's got his own home, and he lives about a half hour away. And it's not a big distance away, but it's about a half hour away. And after he puts in an 8-10 hour day, he doesn't feel like traveling down here. And after I've fooled around in the yard all day or in the garage all day, I don't feel like traveling up there. So, we talk occasionally, and, we have our own lives, and we know that we love one another, so we don't have to worry about it. If I really need him, he'll be here. And my son in Florida, he came up here a few years back when I had the heart attack and stayed here for 9 months, I'm sorry. And then naturally he had to get back, because he has a life of his own, and then it was his girlfriend, now it's his ex-girlfriend, and my grandson, which is still my grandson. But, him and his family had to get back to Florida and start living their life over again. And, so that's it. So when I do some of these videos, it's just kind of to giving them an idea what the hell I'm doing through the course of the day, because they know I'm always putzing and doing stupid things. So, and for now, sitting out here, I got the air compressor cleaned. Man, there was all kinds of shit in there. I'm glad I emptied out the bottom. But see, the bottom, this is the bottom, that's no good. The bushing that's actually in here is shot. So I really, where am I? I really got to pick up a new one. But for now, I'll just throw this back in the bottom, and I'm okay. So anyway, it's been a couple of years. So when I took that plug out, the tank was full, and I was getting a lot of sputter and water and sputter, then nothing, and then pow again, because of all kinds of crap in there, foam and stuff that was just blocking the outlet, and I had to turn it on a few times to build up more pressure just to blow it out. And then I sprayed some cleaners in there, and I hooked up some hot water, and real almost boiling hot water, and got that in there and switched it around a little bit with some cleaner and let that drain out and ran it out. So now it's just sitting there and draining and airing out, and that's the way I'm going to leave it for tonight. And tomorrow I'll come back out and finish it. But in the interim, I was looking at something that I had hanging over here. I was looking, I got a couple switches that I had in here, piece of Plex or Kydex stuff, and I had it sitting up against there, and it was just in the way. And these two, and this is 12 volts coming in, by the way. This is negative side, this is the positive side of 12 volt. And as a rule, there's probably 8 to 10 amps on those posts. And it goes up and around, and I'll show you someday. But anyway, I had those two switches there. And these switches operate to power the 12 volt, which is out in the shed, in case I got to turn on the lights out there, if I'm working out in with a generator or something like that. You know, and another one here is for a light. And also turns on the outside of the shed, and there's a couple of plugs out there that you may or may not see, banana plugs, that turns those on. So I said, you know what, instead of having that piece flopping around, being a pain in the ass, look like shit, I just put the switches right into the 2x4s. Took me about 10 minutes to do it, you know what, and it's done. So, and that's it. Now these here, I always leave these exposed because I'm always using 12 volts. I can just clamp onto those at any time with a set of jumpers if I need them. And I had to, this is a piece of aluminum, so what I had to do was I had to cut it so that I didn't have it dead short. So actually this whole side here is negative and this whole side is positive. But anyway, like I say, sometimes I'm just showing the kids what I'm doing because they're curious at times. You know, am I still doing stupid things? Am I still, you know, hang out in the garage looking for things to destroy and things to do, and making messes? As you can see, I keep a very clean shop. I'm proud of that shop. I'm proud of the cleanliness of the shop. Yeah, but if you move something, I'm lost. I won't find it, but I know where it is if I need it now, that's for sure. And this is where I normally clean and work on my guns, which you can tell that's not going to happen. So, but anyway, they like to see what's going on. So a lot of these are for them, but you're welcome. Always welcome to watch them, and I enjoy it. Thanks, guys.